Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Anime Sundays, the show where we talk about anime on Sundays. Of course, we have the great Sean and Showdown here. And of course, you know, Rob, I wanted to just kind of finish up the series of giving random anime characters devil fruits. So you know we have to go to the one category of devil fruits we haven't, and that is zone type. So today we'll be giving random anime characters zone type devil fruit. Let's get started. Alright, Rob, so of course in our past videos, a lot of the main characters or random characters were super powerful, you know, some planetary, some, you know, city destroying characters. And we know that the zone type isn't necessarily, you know, out of the devil fruits getting into a lot of those ranges of strength. So the characters we chose are a little bit more street tier, city tier characters, characters that would actually really benefit from having a zone type devil fruit.
Okay, yeah, I completely agree. Let's get right into it.
First spin, let's do it. Who we got? Okay, Ash Ketchum. He'll be turning into his own Pokemon.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
The Allosaurus X
Okay,
Drake. So he's
okay.
gonna have Drake's devil fruit.
Which is like the T-Rex one, pretty much.
I don't think it's really necessary unless he is going through a certain cave or he's going through certain areas where legendaries will be. Like if this is the Pokemon movie where Mewtwo is going crazy and fighting Mew, and you know, rather than, you know, having Ash turn to stone, he breaks out the devil fruit ability to try to, you know, defend himself. I mean, those are the only scenarios where it would really matter. Now, is he soloing Pokemon with this? Absolutely not. Even if you have some great Pokemon, there are still some legendaries that would look at, you know, Ash with Drake's devil fruit and still be like, it doesn't matter. You know, you're Allosaurus, that's great. You don't have enough hockey to hang with me. Even if you look at Rayquaza, Arceus, Deoxys, Kirin, Necrozma, you can go anywhere you want to go. It would just be disgusting. So yeah, he would be able to defend himself a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, I was gonna say even before we get to the legendaries, I still feel like there's, you know, fully evolved Pokemon that would give, you know, because again, Ash doesn't have just like Drake's fighting abilities or, you know, his marine style martial arts or hockey. He doesn't have none of that. He just solely has the devil fruit, which would you know, make him essentially just a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he has a hybrid mode, which could give him some good combat style speed. But I'm slick taking a Dragonite, you know what I mean? Over an Ash.
Depends on what level, you know what I mean? That's all.
Depends on what level, of course. But, you know, I think that there are definitely some Pokemon that, you know, the Pokemon are heavily, you know, designed, you know, in retrospect to dinosaurs and animals. So it's like, you ain't got no flame blast, you ain't got no confusion.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what are you talking about? So, yeah, and you would do well, but you still gonna need everything in your arsenal.
It's not enough to solo the verse. Absolutely not. All right, let's see who's next.
Yeah, he needs it.
Subaru ReZero absolutely needs it. Absolutely needs it.
Badly too. Let's see if he gets a good one here.
Ooh.
Real close on that.
He gets Kaido's fruit? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, Subaru getting Kaido's fruit.
Game changer.
Absolutely.
Now we're talking.
Absolutely. If he could, now I don't think he would be able to use it to the level of Kaido. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, Kaido is somebody that has just base durability, base strength through the roof already before he even gets to using his hybrid form and his full transformation as well. But with that being said, now you're giving Subaru access to fire Bordo breaths, right? The Bordo breaths that like destroy that whole mountain. You're giving him access to fly at fast speed, and he could use the flame clouds to levitate, and he could also like, there is a lot of stuff you're giving Subaru access to. I think if you are in the ReZero verse, especially, you know, the enemies outside of like the, you know, the Beetlejuice and whoever else was there, it's a sad day for the losing team, for the evil team, I should say. It's a sad day because he's going and now is not just worrying about Amelia and whoever else is in the surrounding area. Like Garfield is now going to look to Subaru and be like, teach me how can I help you? Like how could I be of service to you? You know?
Yeah. I was even gonna say that you know, because even when we talked about Kaido having all these base stats, even in his dragon form, again, like I still feel like that was like heavily Kaido, right? Like the reason he was able to just kind of eat a red rock or whatever in his dragon form, really no hockey coding, is because he's just Kaido in base. Now again, Subaru with this fruit, again, he still has return by death.
Yeah.
So even if he loses, he is still able to use those abilities to further push whatever agenda he's been doing already as a normal person. So I think, like, you know, unless you're literally like a witch of greed or oh girl, the ice spirit, the little cat ice spirit, can't remember her name, Puck, right? Yeah, unless you're kind of on that level, I can see Subaru doing serious damage because, again, one, if we just assume that he can at least get every mode out of it, hybrid and full dragon mode, then it's like, yeah, I feel like in hybrid mode he would still be at least, you would still have to give him at least some type of crazy speed boost, you know what I'm saying? He may not be as fast as Kaido, but you know, the only cats that's really getting him or stopping him is probably like a Julius or a Reinhardt, you know what I mean? When it comes to stuff like that. So yeah, I think he would get really far. Solo, no, I don't think solo, but I think he'd be like top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
In his
absolutely
verse.
that'd be he would love to have that.
He needs it. It's actually crazy. Like
all right, next up,
okay,
all right, guts.
Let's see what kind of more, how more can we boost guts, right? I know we gave him, I think one time.
Oh my goodness. He's getting St. Ethan's Devil Fruit. Because Guts is already a swordsman. So now you're transforming him into a Bakotsu.
Oh, that's the Pegasus type. I guess it's interesting what Gore say zones, because you're like, what are they really, right? Like, what are y'all actually transforming into? And are they actually like mythical, I guess you could say?
Yes, they are absolutely mythical. I don't know if their devil fruits are inherent or they're gifted by Emu, or if this is something they found and they ate before they were, like, we don't know the full history or the full mechanics of them getting this power.
What else could Zedro do with the Pegasus fruit? What could he do? He could cut things.
I mean, he was already a swordsman.
I thought he had an ability that allowed him.
I think so.
Because when he cut the stratosphere or whatever, what happened then? When he cut all those CP9 agents,
he cut him in half. He cut the whole Labo phase in half.
Okay, and he just cut it straight up, right? It wasn't okay. Right.
That's his swords. That's literally his swordsmanship. Now I don't know if he'll have access to regen. That might be an Emu related ability. But if we find out that that's more of a Devil Fruit related ability and not necessarily Emu, even though I think it might be the Emu power boost. It's looking grim. I mean, Guts is already a super powerful swordsman. Now you're giving him access to a Devil Fruit ability that increases his speed like 100-fold, and he's only gonna get stronger from that as well.
He could fly.
Defense crazier too. Like,
so he's top one probably.
Probably. I mean, give him like top 3. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Guts, we'd love to see it, especially with the Berserk armor. I'm sure he'd go crazy. All right, let's go on to the next one. Yeah. Okay, who we got?
Baki.
Okay, let's see what Baki got this time. He's always trying to make it to number 1, but there's a certain man that stands in his way.
Oh,
who fights animals,
and nobody's gonna be able to stop him when he gets this. Warcury's Devil Fruit.
Dang, everybody's getting the devil.
What? Baki with Warcury's Devil Fruit is solo in the verse, man. He's solo in the verse.
Now, let's talk about it real quick. Because again, we have to separate the Devil Fruit function from the characters they're attached to.
Yes, that's true.
Who already are like imbued with hockey from Emu and all this other stuff. Because we know that's the reason why Warcury was so sturdy and why even like a Red Rock and like some of Luffy's conquerors couldn't get through. It's because of, the Gorosei member's ability that Emu kind of really already sauced him up with. Now, just being a giant pig, though.
But I think Baki has a base strength. Now, obviously, there's no hockey necessarily in Baki, but I think if you bring him into the One Piece verse, like he would definitely have hockey based on.
Well, we're more giving him the devil fruit in his
Right.
verse.
If he wouldn't have hockey, obviously, I still think the durability of the fruit, you know, the skin, like the boar skin and all this stuff, like he's still going to be very, very tough to take down. Like literally, Yujiro would have to figure out, all right, how am I going to get through this tough exterior, already knowing that Baki has other type of martial arts techniques under his sleeve. Like Baki is not just some scrub that's waking up. You know, he has a base strength, a base ability. He has a great physique. Like he's built for martial arts. He's built for this. So giving him a devil fruit is only going to, you know, shoot him higher through the roof and make his defense better. This devil fruit is a very highly durable defensive devil fruit. As we've seen, Warcury has higher durability than Kaido, has higher defense than Kaido.
Yeah.
It's on paper, it's there in the manga. So if we're taking that and we're saying, all right, that devil fruit ability is now given to Baki, a lot of the techniques, the martial art techniques that like Yujiro and others would throw at Baki, he would literally just shrug them off. You know, that's gonna be dangerous to that verse.
And I was gonna say, you know, even the fact when he fought Pickle, you know, and like you could compare Pickle in some sense to like some of these ancient zones, these dinosaur level characters, and like even in the sense Warcury, like, so yeah, like you said, his defense would just adapt to his devil fruit form. So yeah, I mean, Yujiro again was suplexing elephants and all that, so it's like I do see him having the strength to at least like, you know, knock him around, blah blah blah, but I think it would be tough for him to completely KO Baki or kill Baki, especially in that form.
It's not just like a regular boar. This is like a mythical being, you know, that has like a boar-like appearance. Like this is, you know, so it's stronger than just a boar fruit, if anything. All right, let's see who's next.
All right, let's see who's next.
Ooh,
okay.
Senku.
Okay, Senku. It's a variety here. All right, Senku. He don't really need one, but okay.
All right, this is who's.
Okay, who's. So I mean, it's really not much discussion here. I mean, I think with who's fruit, he still would probably be the strongest fighter, even if you say Tsukasa is fighting lions and tigers. It's just kind of like you're not fighting intelligent lions and tigers. You know what I mean? And then it's like you have Senku who's already just beat Tsukasa without powers. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not really much discussion here. You know, all the obstacles even Senku's facing in the last season now would be over in a day because he can just, you know, run across the land that he needs to get to and get all the resources he wants. You know.
I mean, I think Senku wouldn't even really use his devil fruit to attack. He would use it just to defend himself and for science. Like if it can help him learn something, like that's when he would use it. But I don't think he's gonna be like, all right, you know what? Let me box my former, you know, mentor, or like I don't think he was gonna go into that type of scenario. Like I think he would literally just try to defend himself. You know, that's where I think it would be. Like when the gunshot comes through, you know, he's gonna transform. You know, rather than just take that hit.
Okay, well, yeah, Senku again. Not much too going on there. We'll go to another one.
All right.
Let's see what we got. Try to see if we got some real scrappers here. Okay, there we go. That's what I like to see.
All right,
Alphonse. Let's see what he got. What kind of boost does he need? This is interesting because like Alphonse doesn't have a body. Okay, Zozo Nomi.
All right.
And you know what? It kind of fits.
It does.
It kind of fits. It kind of fits. So I guess if we just assume that, you know, him having the transforming gives him a body in some sense, or even when I guess you could consider, because Edward did bring Al's body back, and he still does have his alchemy knowledge, so it's not like that just goes out the window. What are we saying though? Is it beating like Father? Because remember Ed needed what? The Philosopher's Stone?
I think what would suit better for Alphonse in this scenario would be to be in hybrid. I don't think being a full woolly mammoth it's going to help against like Father or maybe even Pride. Now, if you go back, because remember in his fight against Pride, they had to use a Philosopher's Stone. So like, unless that's available, you're still going to be having issues. Now, I think for, you know, some of the weaker homunculi or just other people in the verse, like, yeah, Alphonse is going to be top 3 heavy. Like, he, you know, but I mean, there's some heavy hitters out there, like the Armstrong families already.
Yeah, I was like, even Wrath is still like, you know, the general. Even he still would be.
Yeah, King Bradley
cooking. Yeah, King Bradley would probably still be cooking, bro. Honestly. Yeah, I can see him putting in work. I mean, of course, if he gets a Philosopher's Stone with that, yeah, he could be really doing damage. But yeah, I don't see him really soloing, but he'd be up there.
Yeah.
All right. Uh-oh. Talk to me. Okay.
All right. Akira Zam 100. All right.
Yeah.
This one's going to be interesting.
Told me to land on Sakamoto, not gonna lie, but okay. Let's see what he got.
Ooh.
Oh, by killing him? Oh, wow. That's crazy. So, Killigum's Devil Fruit kind of confuses me, I ain't gonna lie, though, because he has so many abilities, it seems like. Like the ability to bring dreams to life, right?
Right.
That's one of them.
But that's literally like,
I don't a dragon, or?
Yeah, essentially.
I mean, I feel like if the dragon aspect of it, you know, he'll be definitely able to keep himself safe, you know. Will he be able to kill every zombie?
But that's my only thing. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. Do the zombies still have dreams, or are they now like they're undead, right? So is it like, you know, the only way I can really see it happening is somebody else, right? Let's say maybe it's a young kid in like a village or where his hometown is, has a nightmare about the zombies coming, and then he's able to manifest those zombies into reality and have them fight the zombies. So it's like his own dream army of zombies. Like, that's the only way I could see it really happening, you know? Because I don't think the zombies are gonna have nightmares. Like, I don't think they have.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. I was like, if they're dead, I wouldn't consider them to have dreams. But I feel like his Devil Fruit's one of the only few Devil Fruits that don't really help him as much, except for the fact that he's a zone type in some type of dragon sense, and can probably just be fast enough and maybe can fly in some sense to stay safe. But in terms of killing all the zombies, you know, or saving everybody in some terms, yeah, unless the people he's working with have crazy dreams to help him,
right,
that's probably the best you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think in his world, though, he'd still be like the most powerful, everybody relying on him. All right, cool. All right, well, let's do one more here. All right, last spin here.
All right. Boji?
Okay, it could be Denji.
Boji.
Okay, Boji.
All right.
Now, we already know Boji's pretty much up there already.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Boji got... Ooh. Okay, who has this Devil Fruit?
Shamrock. Shamrock, his sword has it. That's perfect for Boji. That's
Cerberus?
Yeah, Cerberus.
Okay.
Cerberus. So Shamrock's sword has the Cerberus ability. So imagine Boji's sword having access to that. The verse is gone.
Okay. So we're giving him. Oh, we're giving his sword.
I'm saying if he used it the same way.
Yeah, because I was saying that's how he used it to defeat those other underworld monsters that were Loki's friends, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's pretty much what he used it for. Okay. Yeah, I could get down with that. I was gonna think Boji with the fruit was kind of like weird, but yeah, I guess he could give it to his sword, just like Shamrock did. And yeah, I mean, most of his battles are against monsters of, I feel like, Elbath caliber, at least design wise. I wouldn't say strength wise.
Right, but even because Boji is more of a defensive fighter, right? And having Cerberus in your sword would literally make him unstoppable because he will defend himself while the sword is attacking for him. Like, you know, like he doesn't have to think of a way to really be offensive because the sword is going to do that by default. So he just really has to protect himself. And that's what he's great at, you know, counters and defense. So, yeah, I think that would be perfect for Boji.
I think Boji be top 1 too. All right, let's just do one more for good measure. All right, last one here for good measure. Okay, now we're talking.
All right, Denji.
The Chainsaw Man. Pochita, you better have 2 Pochitas in them.
All right, let's see what they get.
Uh-oh. What are you talking about? Ooh.
Queen's Devil Fruit.
Okay.
Brachiosaurus.
So Denji with the Brachio... Could you imagine a chainsaw Brachiosaurus?
I still think that's...
Your...
It's not going to help him out enough.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
think what...
Absolutely not.
Yeah, what helped Queen more so was Queen's scientific knowledge. Yay, the Brachiosaurus still is good, but it really was Queen's scientific knowledge that propelled him to be, you know, an all-star in Kaido's camp. When you look at what Big Mom was doing to Queen, like Big Mom was literally throwing Queen around like swinging him like Bam Bam, like just tossing him. Yeah, like it's not really gonna help in the Chainsaw Man verse just because the hacks in that verse are ridiculous.
Yeah, too
like,
ridiculous. Yeah, he better off with just his own chainsaw hack. You know
right. The Gun Devil, you have Makima, you have, you know, the Angel Devil, that's literally ridiculous, you know.
Yeah, now maybe against like the Shark Devil.
Yeah, if you're a lower tier devil, you could get bodied, but any of the upper ones, nah. It's not gonna help that much. I don't think so.
Yeah, pretty much. Same here. All right, y'all. So that is the end of the Giving Random Anime Characters Devil Fruit series. We did zone types. Y'all let us know if you agree with if some of these characters would solo or how far they would get in their verse. And yeah, man, we'll see y'all next time.
All right. Peace.
Peace out.